Can you hear what's wrong with this transition? It's murdering the vibe, and the fix is simpler than you think. As DJs, our number one job is to keep the energy and vibe flowing on the dance floor. Part of that means knowing exactly where to mix, not just anywhere we feel, but in the right two spots to make your transition feel smooth. So in this video, you're going to learn how to phrase mix 3 different ways, and that means your transitions will actually make sense musically, and the crowd will love you, and you'll probably become a famous DJ. And just remember the little people when that happens. Here's the secret sauce to pro-level mixing. Songs are built in phrases, and once you can spot them, your mixes will sound so much better. So let's break it down. In music, a beat is usually that kick drum you're tapping your foot to, and sonically, it looks like this. A bar is 4 beats together, and that is your basic building block. Now, a phrase is just a collection of bars grouped together, usually in groups of 8, 16, or 32. Now, in electronic and house music, phrases usually look like this: the intro, verse, build, chorus or drop, verse, build, chorus or drop, and outro. So the intro phrase is usually more musically sparse with only a couple of elements, like the kick and the snare, which is why it's a great place to mix in from. Now, you always know when a phrase is ending because you will hear a change. Listen to this intro, and we will count the 8 bars. On the 9th, you'll hear the change. The change happens right before every new phrase. Now, the next phrase we want to talk about is the verse, and it's where the song really comes in. This phrase can range from 8 to 16 bars as well, depending on the song and the genre, and is usually in the song 2 to 3 times. Now, the next phrase we have is the build-up. This is in electronic music and is characterized by a build in energy lasting somewhere between 8 to 16 bars usually. Build-up signifies something big is about to happen and is always before the chorus or what we call the drop. The chorus or drop is usually the most important or well-known part of the song. This is the part that everyone on the dance floor knows and loves and loses their minds over. Finally, we get to the outro phrase, which is at the end of the song and is very stripped back, just like the intro. And now that you know how songs are built, beats, bars, and phrases, you're ready for the fun part: actually lining up those phrases to mix properly. The first and easiest example of phrase mixing is simply intro to outro mixing. It's when you mix the intro of the incoming track into the outro of the track that's already playing. This way, the first verse of the next song seamlessly starts right after the current song's outro section. So it sounds like this. Now, this is a great transition for beginners, but it does have some drawbacks. It can affect the energy of the dance floor as too much of the first song is being played, and it can sound a little bit boring. So how do you phrase mix in a way to keep the energy going? The next method is the intro to drop mix. In this technique, you mix the intro of the next song with the drop or chorus of the song you are mixing into. This way, as the drop of the first song ends, the first verse of the next song comes in. And here's what it sounds like.
CC'd every girl that I CC round town and then I CC'd every girl that I CC round town.
Mixing like this will maintain the energy, and it's also good if you need to mix out of a track that isn't really working. You want to really surprise the dance floor? Try the build up to build up transition, or another name is the drop swap. In this transition, you will be matching up the buildup of the incoming track with the buildup of the playing track, then beat matching, and right before the songs drop, you cut the track away and play the drop of the second song. So it sounds like this. Now this is a fun way to keep the energy high and the crowd on their toes. But don't do it on a song everybody loves to sing, or iconic drops. The crowd will not be happy. Remember, phrase mixing is your secret weapon for smooth, pro-sounding sets. But here's the catch. None of it matters if your DJ software can't keep up. So go watch this video where I break down what I think is the best DJ software, especially for beginners.